All right, we are live, and this is the first ever attempt at doing any kind of trivia or game type of deal. I'm really excited about this, and I told Beth, I was like, man, I feel kind of nervous about this, and I don't even know why. I do these live streams all the time. I never get nervous about them, but for some reason, this one's making me nervous. I don't know why. But we're just gonna kind of hang out here and talk and chat for a little while and let the crowd build up as much as it can. I'm going to take this nice and slow. You are going to need either 2 devices to play or multiple windows. So like when I do these live streams, I've got one window showing chat, one window showing the video. So you can go ahead and get that configured if you want to. And then on the game side of it, you'll get the instructions when we go. So I'm going to take this nice and slow. I'm going to fully explain it multiple times to how this is going to work because I don't want anyone confused. And normally these live streams go about an hour. This game probably going to take about 15 minutes. So we're just going to kind of hang out, let things build up, and then we'll get started. So first place is this Duck Commander call that I got. It's if you win first in the contest in the trivia thing. This is a Jace Pro series. I actually got this out of Hunter's Hall, and my Hunter's Hall video is coming on in a few days. So this is first place prize. Is this duck call? The second place prize, and this I don't know. I debated a lot about which one should be first, which one should be second, but this strap is the second place prize, and this is a really nice strap. I got this one from Hunter's Hall as well. This is a really nice one, goes over your shoulder. This would be really good for walking goose hunts because it's nice and thick and big and padded, but I've already got one, so I just have never used it. Brand new. This strap would be number 2. Number 3 is a free subscription to the Freelance HuntStats site, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, it'll probably be indefinite. Because once I log you in there and we make it free, I doubt I'll ever go back and be like, oh, it's been a year, you're done. So probably be an indefinite subscription to Freelance HuntStats. The fourth place prize is an FDH Beanie, and then the 5th place prize is an FDH T-Shirt. So I'm going to be using a quiz system called Kahoot, and I use this with my students a lot. Hopefully Wisconsin, someone in Wisconsin will drop in because he's a 4th grade teacher. I'm a 3rd grade teacher. And he actually sent me an email. He's like, I bet you're using the Kahoot system, which I am. So we've got, oh, holy crap. We broke the record. 81, 82 is the record, and we're at 89. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we are already at the record for live streams at 88. So go ahead and ask any questions that you guys have right now. Colton, I'm going to do a video highlight. I'm going to do a highlight video. I just haven't gotten around to it. Someone asked the question, when is the honker video? Golden Dad and I went out yesterday and shot 11. We were hunting this pond and shot 11 geese. It was just a sweet hunt to end the dark goose season. And that video will it's totally done. That video is completely done. In fact, I'm going to be putting that video up on Patreon tonight for some ahead of time viewing, a sneak peek on that. Hey, what's up, Drake? And so, yeah. But if you want to see that video, you can go to Patreon. What's up, Derek? Lots of patrons here. While I'm seeing a lot of patrons drop in, I've seen Derek and Drake and Iowa Plainsman. If you want to go over in the description, I've got a link to Patreon, and I've just now started something new over there. And for just like $3, I'm going to do a weekly vlog, which I just started. And every single week, I'm going to be vlogging about, I don't know, whatever. I'm not sure. Anything that there's certain things that I feel and want to say that I don't put out there for the mass consumption of everybody. But it's just things I want to talk about. So that's going to be over at Patreon. So $3 a month. And right now, I haven't said it was $1 or $3. for that. This first one was 1. But anyway, if you want to check out Patreon and see what we've got going over there, there's Zacky's a patron. Yeah, go check that out after we're done, and check out the vlogs and the sneak peeks and all of that out. Carolyn Connor wants a shout out. All right, so it is 7:05 right now. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes, I think, and then we'll kind of start it. Let me review exactly what we're doing here, guys. I have come up with 10 trivia questions from season 3. And I have, there is a quiz system that a lot of teachers use, including myself, called Kahoot. And it is a whole separate website, and I'm going to be sending you guys to that. So on the live stream video that you see is going to, you're going to see the Kahoot, and it is going to be questions, pictures, and answers. And then on your second device, whether it's a phone or you have 2 windows set up, you're going to have answers. That's where you're going to click your answers. So I'm going to do like question number 1. I'm going to read it, and you will see it on this screen you're looking at now. And then there will be answers, and the answers are shapes, colors, and words. It'll make more sense when we see it. So as soon as you see on this screen here the correct answer, on your secondary device or your secondary window, you will pick the color or the shape that matches with the answer. So for example, if the answer to the question is 1, and 1 is inside of the blue color with a circle, on your phone or on your secondary device, you will see a blue with a circle, and you just touch that one. So now, the faster that you select your answer, the more points you get. Each question, I believe, is worth 1,000, I think. And so the faster you click, the more points that you get. But if you click too fast, then you miss it, then obviously you're not going to get any points at all. After every single question, we will show, it'll show what the point scoring is in, and it'll show the top 5 players. So that's how it's going to work. So let's see, it is Duck Hunt at 7:10. I'm going to start getting people over there. Now I've got 2 devices here myself, so I can see the live screen as well. And I'm going to give it quite a bit of time for people to get this set up. So real quick, throw out any questions that you have. I'm going to put up on this screen the instructions for how to get to Kahoot and what the login is and all of that. You are going to put that information in either your secondary screen or your secondary device. Do not go to Kahoot on the screen that you're seeing right here, right now, because if you do that, you will not see the questions, and you won't know what to do. So again, you need 2 devices or 2 screens, 2 windows. The one you're looking at right now, do not touch it, do not leave it, or do not leave and go to Kahoot from this browser that you're on right now. Your secondary window or your secondary device, that's the one that you're going to go to Kahoot on, which I'll give you the web address, I'll give you the login information, and in 2 minutes we're going to do that. We're going to do that. So in case you're just dropping in, first place prize is going to be this duck call. It's a Duck Commander duck call that I got from Hunter's Hall. I've got a lot of calls, so I figured this would be a good prize. This is first place prize. It's a $40 call. Second prize is this game strap. It's a really nice one. And this is, again, about $40 value, this game strap. Third place prize is a free membership to Freelance HuntStats. And that'll probably be indefinite. So the value on that will really rack up if you use it over the years. And then fourth place prize is an FDH Beanie. Fifth place prize is an FDH T-Shirt. So it is 7:09. Are there any questions before we get this going? Oh, Hunters, Hooks Horns, I am not going to give away my entire box of Hunter's Hall. That stuff is sweet. Boot Outdoors, I just got my Hunter's Hall box and did a video on it yesterday. This month's is sweet. All right. It is 7:10. Let me explain this one more time. I just want to make sure that I'm explaining it fully so everyone understands. I'll still be monitoring the chat on a different account. So as soon as on this screen right here, I'm going to present to you the address to Kahoot, and a bunch of numbers that you will put in so that you can join the game. When you create your name, please use your YouTube name to make it easier so I know who you are. Please do that. And when you see the address to Kahoot and where to go, which is just kahoot.it, enter that into either a second device or a second browsing window so that you can see both of them at once. It's kahoot.it. Once you get there, it'll say join game. You just put in a bunch of numbers. You put in your YouTube name, and I will see your name pop up when the game starts. So I will be reading the questions and the answers on the screen that you see here. You will see the question and the answers. On your secondary device or your secondary tab, that's where you will answer. Now, on that device, you're not going to be able to read the answers. It's just going to be color and shape coded to match what you see on this screen. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. We broke 100 on Pump. This is the biggest one yet. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started and see how it goes. Hopefully there won't be any major glitches, guys, and hopefully you won't get kicked out or anything like that. All right. Oh, I did forget to mention there's a 15-second delay. So go ahead now and join at kahoot.it is where you should go to on your second browser or your second window or your second device. Put in your name and put in your YouTube name, and you should pop up. Now, there is a 15-second delay from when I say things to when you see it. So you will have 60 seconds. I got people popping in. You will have 60 seconds. Sweet, up over 20 to answer each question. And I'm going to give it a good 5 minutes. Matt, where you put that is, well, you need to either have a second device or a second window where you need to go to kahoot.it and hit join, and you'll see where to put that in. But Matt Z, if you don't have a second device or a second browsing window, you won't be able to do it. You need a second browsing window. We're at 50 players. This is awesome. Amazing. I was hoping this would be a good turnout. If you guys like this, I've kind of thought about doing it like at least once a month through next season, because I use this at school all the time. I love it. It's fun. Okay, Matt, go to kahoot.it. Let me go through it on this browsing window real quick. Go to kahoot.it, and we're going to take our time on this, guys, because I want to make sure that everyone's in there. When you go to kahoot.it, it says game pin, and you just enter the game pin right there. This is where I'm seeing it when I'm looking. Matt, hopefully you can find it. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. We got 55 players, and so I don't want to rush it. I want to get everyone a chance that wants to play, a chance to play. I can still see the chat screen too, so if you guys have any questions while you're waiting. Oh, great, Matt. Thank you. And my patrons that came out today, thank you so much for coming and help supporting me on this. If you guys have not gone over to Patreon and see what's over there, I've got tons of extra content, tons of extra videos. I'm starting a weekly vlog where I can just talk about whatever's on my mind in a setting where I don't have to worry about what I say. I'm going to be a little more unplugged over there. When I make YouTube videos, I've got to be real careful with the things I say because it's being consumed by the masses. So over at Patreon, when I do my vlogs, I'm going to be able to really speak from my heart and my mind a little bit more and, you know, really say whatever I want to say about things, because as many people as watching the videos, I do have to be a little bit careful about what I say. So I'm really excited. I'm going to use that vlog kind of like as, I don't know if I'm going to use it like a venting source, but I'm certainly going to get, if there's things on my chest, I'm going to get them off my chest. Hey, Double S is here. GT's here. So yeah, go over to Patreon after this and take a look at, you can look around, see what's out there before you ever sign up. If you have any questions, you can email me, freelanceduckhunting@gmail.com. We still have players signing up, so we're up to 65. Holy crap, 65. I hope there's not like a ton of ties. That's gonna surely not. Surely not. But we'll keep Ohio Duckman. Iowa's in. Sweet. We're at 67. So as long as the numbers are building, guys, I'm gonna wait to start it. This is so cool. Thank you guys for showing up. Oh, and I figure I was gonna end saying what I was gonna say about Patreon. So in the description is where that link is after this is over. Now, guys, the most people I've ever played this with is 20 in my classroom. So I know in my classroom when I play this, every now and then people get booted out in the middle of the game and you have freeze ups. It does not happen very often. If that does happen, you know, it's just going to suck, especially if you're winning. I'm going to give this a couple more minutes because we still have we're at 66 and we're at 67 and someone drops. I want to make sure they get a chance to get back in. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat. All of these questions are from season 3. Thank you, Brett and Jordan, Southern Boy, Will Anderson, Rudy77, Carolyn, Teddy, Hayden, Nate B. William, I am a teacher. I am a third. William Powell asked if I'm a teacher. I am a 3rd grade teacher. I've taught grades 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And yeah, I enjoy it. Now, GT, remember, GT and Zach, I don't know if you guys are signed up. Remember, you guys can't play since you know the question. Florida Marsh Fox asked snow goose hunting. Actually, Saturday, Simeon, Golden Dad, and I went on a snow goose hunt. That video is going to be coming out. I'm done with it. I'll put that on Patreon. Tonight, I'm going to put 2 videos on Patreon you can get sneak peeks of. The snow goose hunt and the honker hunt. So, yeah. Matt Hoffman, have I ever wanted to teach older kids? No, I have not. I can't even stand teaching 5th grade. The attitudes. I'm very vain. I like kids to love me. And so if you teach 3rd grade, it doesn't matter how mean you are, they love you. Are we allowed to use Siri for help? I don't think Siri will help you at all. These questions are strictly from season 3. I don't think Siri's watched season 3. Now, we're still building. We're up at 75 players. So as long as we're building in players, I'm going to keep letting it go and we can keep talking. John, there's so many on here. I'm not sure. John, it should be saying waiting or something to that effect. Yeah, this turnout's awesome. I'm so pumped about this turnout. I was hoping it would be like this. Colby, I know. Siri should watch season 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Matt, I use this in the classroom just for learning and questions. There's all sorts of Kahoots that are already pre-made that have all sorts of content for learning, fractions. I use it for math a lot. What is Golden's favorite candy? I don't know. All right, we are going to start here. We're at 75 players, and it stayed at 75 for a while. So now remember, you have a minute to answer, but there's a 15-second delay, so it's actually only 45 seconds to answer. So we'll take our time. So let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. I'm excited about this. All right, starting it up. 10 questions. In episode 1, which FDH member was fooled into eating dog food? Red, Danny Boy. Blue, Fummel Mitts. Yellow, Corn. Green, Golden Boy. You are answering that question on your secondary device. Oh, we got some people who are fast on that. This is awesome. I gotta say, this is about every bit as fun as I'd hoped it was. If this is fun forever, man, we'll do a bunch of these. Still have a little bit of time. A few people haven't answered. Hopefully no one's locked up or freezing or anything. And after this is up, 1 more person to answer. Then we will see how we did. Yeah, Virginia, that's the thing. You can't rush. You want to be fast, but you can't rush. It was kind of a game of how fast should I go and still get the right answer. So 50 people got it right. Iowa's in first. Duck Guns in second. Matt's in third. Colton in fourth. And Oddball in fifth. Nice. All right. Yeah, it was Fumblemits. We fed him that dog food. And Fumblemits has some paybacks planned. We've got a payback already in mind for Golden Boy and for Corn. So he already tried to pay me back, but he blew it. He was too quick. All right, let's go to the second one. All right. Hopefully everyone's got a little better idea how to do this. Here we go. In episode 2, Finding Peace, where does Elliot say they found Freak Baby? Red, on the Kansas River. Blue, on the Mo River during Can Dan Do It. Yellow, it was Elliot's daughter's. Green, Dan bought her at a garage sale. If you don't follow Freak Baby on Instagram, it's FDH Freak Baby. Aiden's been a little bit slow, a little bit lax on the Freak Baby Instagram post. Aiden runs the Freak Baby post, Freak Baby Instagram. Oh, Virginia, I see what you said about your Stoger. Golden Boy just got a Stoger, and on the 6th hunt, he's having, not misfires, but it's jamming up and not shooting. He had 3 goose opportunities that the gun faltered on him for after 5, 6 hunts. So he's super bummed. Got about 4 more people to answer. We'll go ahead and get it the rest of that time. Virginia's 0 for 2. 41 correct answers. Good percentage. Colton B in first. Oh, Ben is here, and he's in second. Carson in third. Hooks and Horns in fourth. And Oddball still in fifth. What's up, Ben? All right. That one, we found Freak Baby while Dan was making his raft. If you have not seen that video, my two favorite videos of all time are are the survival video and Can Dan Float the Mo. Those are my 2 all-time favorite. They're not even duck hunting. My 2 all-time favorite videos. And we're going to have a part 2 of both of those this year, this offseason. So we're going to float the Mo, except it's going to be a little different twist. I won't give all the details. And then we're going to do another survival video, and that's going to also have a few twists to it as well. All right, moving on. In episode 5, Duck Magnet, what is Simeon's catchphrase? Red, yeah, baby. Blue, crushing it. Yellow, freaking smash. Green, flippin' smash. Speaking of Simeon, he went with me on Saturday out goose hunting. And the whole intro is him talking about freaking smash. I just got done making the intro to that video when I should have been watching Duck Guns live stream. And if you guys have not subscribed to Duck Gun Chronicles, he's here. Make sure that you do that. He's got a live stream thing going right now that is fantastic. He just had Flair on and interviewed him, which I'm dying to watch that. Virginia Outdoors has been on it, somewhere in Wisconsin, myself. So make sure you go check Duck Gun Chronicles. Most of you probably are. $52 correct answers.
Yeah, you did give the answer.
What?
You said the answer.
Oh, I said the answer? Oh, sorry. I've done that in class too. Oh, the duck wife.
Oh.
That's not you, is it? Is that you? You guys can't play?
I know. I said it doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. You guys can't play. You can't be a winner. You guys know all the answers. That's Elijah. Duck wife, do not do. Elijah's over here playing under duck wife. No, that Colton's in first. They are being scolded and reprimanded as we speak. You guys can't do that. Okay. Sorry. Colton's in first. Ben's in second. Duck wife is in trouble. Jerks. Okay. Here we go. Question 4. In episode 6, Surviving a Tornado, how long did it take Elliot and Golden to shoot their limit? Red, 25 minutes. Blue, 1 hour. Yellow, 10 minutes. Green, they didn't shoot their limit. And you know why Duck Wife's winning? There's no 15-second delay for her. So she's totally cheating. But if she does win, I could keep the duck call. This is one of the harder ones. Some of these questions are harder than others. This is one of the harder ones for sure. I put a couple in here that I thought were pretty hard. So those of you that really Elijah ran off. He can still play, just not so quickly. He didn't feel bad, did he? You can still play, Elijah. You just can't be first or second, third, fourth, or fifth. You can still play. It's all right. Come on down. I think I hurt his feelings. Drama in the FDH household. You can still come down and play. Yeah, that was a hard one. That was a hard one. It was 25 minutes. That hunt was insanely amazing. Ben's in first, Duck Gun in second, Andrew, AS, and Hunter. And amazingly, Duck wife fell off the board. So yeah, he haven't come back down and play.
I didn't get it right.
That hunt was insane. If you have not seen that, we were in a tornado warning in this tent, and it was just collapsing on us. And then the next morning, the teal were like gnats everywhere. I mean, I bet you we could have shot 50 teal each that morning. All right, so I'm not surprised Ben is winning. From what that I have seen of Ben, he excels about every single thing that he tries in his life. So, man, if you don't follow him on Instagram, that guy, I don't know. Ben, when you get a chance, I want to be curious to how many ducks you shot this year. All right, next question. Here we go. In episode 13, Thousands of Mallards, why does Elliot say Beth won't kiss him? Red, he used his son's toothbrush. Blue, he kissed Izzy on the mouth. Yellow, he didn't brush his teeth for 2 days. Green, he never said that. I don't know. On this video, if you guys remember it, there was lots of conversation between my dad and myself. And I'm not sure how much the masses like that much conversation in a video. But when I started making this channel, one thing that I resound on doing is I'm making videos that I like for me. And if I love it, it's going in there. And conversations like that with my dad and myself, I mean, I love it. I'm going to be watching that in 40 years when I'm an old man. And so those types of conversations, they're going to be in the videos. Like I said, I'm not sure whether the majority of the people really like that much dialogue and content like that, but I know I do. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Ben still in first, AS second, Jordan, Boot Outdoors, and Iowa Plainsman. All right. I actually am sending Iowa Plainsman a hat tomorrow. So you keep it up, Iowa, and you're going to be doubling up on what gets shipped to you because he is a patron. He's one of the newest patrons. And so if you want to join him and myself and Zach and GT and Drake, go ahead and check out Patreon. It is in the description below when we're done, and there's all sorts of cool content over there. Here we go. Episode 15. What does Elliot name the white-winged duck? This one's an easy one. Whitey, Terry, old white one, Moby Duck. There's good old Sim. Who was it? Someone sent me a picture of a duck getting harvested that looked exactly like the white-winged duck. Sent it to me on Instagram. I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was this kid in Arkansas who's a competitive duck caller. And I'm not sure if I made it clear in the videos, but the situation with the white-winged duck is the first day we saw him, it landed in our decoys and sat there for a good 30 to 60 seconds. And we had a big moral dilemma because Aiden and I had both shot our limits. Fumblemits was there with all his paperwork, all his everything, but he couldn't shoot because he had just had the pacemaker put in. So we had his limit to fill. So was the questions, we could have easily, one of us shot that thing and just said it was Fumblemits. And we sat there, and that was the big moral dilemma as to what to do. And we didn't shoot it. And then someone said, if it's a hybrid, it doesn't count as your limit. We both had our bonus duck. So we might have been able to take that duck, and we just didn't. So that sucked. All right. All right, here we go. Number 7, in episode 22, Late Season Mallards, what is the name of the FDH Confidence Teal? Red, Larry. Blue, Barry. Yellow, Terry. Green, Harry. If you know what a mnemonic device is, think of the song. It goes like this. His decoying skills are quite unreal. Aiden hasn't been bringing our little confidence decoy with him on our goose hunts, and I'm like, dude, you got to bring him with us everywhere we go. John says we sing the jingle in our duck blinds. Oh my gosh, that makes me laugh. That is so awesome. I do like to make up a good jingle from time to time. I think I could have made a lot of money doing jingles. All right, let's see how we're doing. Ben is still in first, but it's close. AS second, Jordan, the Boot Outdoors, and Texas Waterfowl. But it's still close. It's still close. We have, how many questions do we have left? I think that was question number, I don't know, 2 or 3 left. All right, here we go. In episode 28, laying out over an ice hole, who fell through the ice? Red, Danny Boy. Blue, Elliot. Yellow, Fummel Mitts. Green, Golden Boy. Somehow, some people are able to answer these like before the 15-second delay. Someone's puppy hit their screen and answered for them. Well, hopefully at least it's a lab or a hunting puppy and not some little turdlet. David, Terry was bad luck for the goose hunt. And the funny thing was is that, I don't know if it showed on video properly, but when we moved Terry out of the kill zone, like within the next 3 minutes, Golden Boy shot one. So even in his bad luck, he was good luck. All right. Oh, AS just can't quite. Man, it looks like everything's kind of ironed itself out. So Iowa, if you stay in that same spot, you will be receiving a T-shirt and a hat you got coming to you. So stay right in there. Stay right in that pocket. We've got, I believe we have 2 more, I think. Syracuse Fan 58 is back with an answer streak of 3. Number 9, in episode 30, who shoots the banded goose? Elliot, Charlie, Fummel Mitts, Golden Boy. This is a little harder. Man, that hunt was unbelievable. If I had to rank the hunts this year 1 through 5, I just can't. I don't know that I can bring myself to put a goose hunt above my best duck hunt, because I love duck hunting more than goose hunting. But oh my gosh, shooting those big geese at 8 yards, that was something I'll never forget. And just the atmosphere of the river on ice. Oh man, that was insane. That was so much fun. And that's the first goose limit I've ever shot in my life. So I might actually put that as my best hunt of the year. I might. Yeah, Modern Man, I know the delay. I tried to find a way to work around it, and there's just no way to do it. It's that 15-second delay. Well, lots of right answers. All right, so... Oh my gosh, that's close between Ben and AS. Close. All right, I think we got 2 more. Here we go. Oh, this last one. In episode 32, how many FDH members' turds did Izzy eat? 1, 2, 3, or 4? How many has she eaten? She didn't eat that many on that episode. How many has? I say how many she's eaten. How many people's? She's right here. She's looking a little bashful about it. Now, right when this is over, I'm going to go over to Patreon and I'm going to post our goose hunt from yesterday where we shot 11, and I got great footage because I mostly didn't shoot and just filmed with the Panasonic, and I got some awesome footage. I'm gonna put that over at Patreon, and this video is about Izzy as well. Izzy has what I'm calling her dirty little secret in retrieving that I've hidden because I'm protective of her. And this whole video is about revealing Izzy's secret. She's looking at me. So when we're done, if you go to that link in the description, go over to Patreon, I'm going to post that like that. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to go post that over there, and you guys can watch that video if you want to check it out. All right, so let's see. These are our final standings. Ben first. Jordan took over second. The Boot Outdoors third. Iowa pulled up to fourth. Awesome. All right, so there's the final standings. Ben, I'll save the results on this. If you guys can email me, freelanceduckhunting@gmail.com. Ben, Jordan, the Boot Outdoors, Iowa, I'll email you, and AS Outdoors. If you guys can email me, freelanceduckhunting@gmail.com, then I'll make sure that we get that. But Ben, you got a duck call coming. Jordan, the strap, Boot Outdoors, you're going to get a free membership to Freelance HuntStats. Iowa, you've got the beanie, and AS Outdoors, you're getting the T-shirt. So, and I'll need your shirt size as well. Let's go ahead and go back. Stop presenting. Come on. There we go. So that was fun. I love some feedback on what could be better. Congratulations to Ben for just destroying that one. Did a great job. I was really hopeful that we would have a good turnout. Over 75 people played. That's awesome. Super fun. So I'll do that again. At some point. That went so well. I will certainly do that again. I don't know how much. I could do it weekly next season or monthly. Maybe I'll come up with a second one. As much fun as that was, maybe I'll come up with a second one. I can probably come up for some more prizes. But I'll hang around here for a little bit and answer a few questions. Probably not a super long time, but those of you that won those top 5, make sure and email me. I do have the results saved, but I don't have your information. So freelanceduckhunting@gmail.com. Make sure and email me so we can make sure and get those things out. And again, those of you that are jumping off, head on over to Patreon. I'm going to post that video about Izzy's dirty little retrieving secret, and you can watch that tonight. That video is not actually going to be live on YouTube until like a week from today. So you can see that tonight. Jordan's pumped. So just give it a few more minutes. I'll probably cut it off. Did you say in the hunt you finished in 25 minutes? Yeah, Golden and I shot our limit in 25 minutes on that day. Trail shooter, how do you deal with duck depression? You know, I don't have it this year. I have had it in the past. I don't have it this year. I don't. I pushed so hard with all this YouTube stuff and just cranking out content that it was a little bit of a relief for me to take a little bit of a break. And I've got a lot of fun stuff planned this summer. So I didn't have duck depression this year. I have had it in the past. I didn't this year. Any fishing videos coming? Yeah, there'll be some. I don't know how much. I've got a trip planned up to Nebraska to fish in the Sandhills. I will definitely do some videos from up there. It's such a beautiful place. Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate that. Quack addicts could have swore you kissed Izzy in the mouth. Well, if I did that, she would certainly be mad at me about that. But in that episode, it was the fact that I had used Nevin's toothbrush. And Nevin was really pissed at me about using his toothbrush when he watched that episode. Yeah, Virginia, I would love to talk to you about that. You said it was a relief for you too, because when I say it was a relief, it almost sounds like that the YouTube thing is a detriment from hunting. And I don't know about you, Virginia. It's not for me. Making the videos and having the videos adds nothing but pure enjoyment to what I'm doing. But as hard, and I know you push hard too with your videos, but as hard as I was pushing, I felt tired. I felt like I just needed a break emotionally and physically. Garrett says, how many overall ducks did your group kill this year? I can tell you, Dan and Fumbles did not kill very many because Dan didn't go out much. Golden shot 102. Golden right now has probably shot about 120, 125 waterfowl. I think he shot about, maybe more than that. He shot about 20, 25 geese and about 100 and 102 ducks. I have shot 91 total waterfowl, 13 of which being geese and the rest ducks. So I didn't hit that 100 number I was chasing. So Golden and I between us shot 200. My dad didn't shoot many, and Dan didn't shoot that many either. So I would really the numbers are between me and Golden and myself. Yeah, Virginia, I hear you. And you know, with my teaching too, it's a balance that it's hard to hit that Monday sometimes. Carolyn, when do I post my next video? Well, I'm going to post it on Patreon as soon as I'm done down right now. I'm going to post it on Patreon if you want to go over there and watch it. Other than that, there will be the snow goose / Canada hunt I went on with Simeon will be Thursday. And then I've got a Hunter's All video in there somewhere. And then another one. I've got basically 4 videos coming up within the next 2 weeks. I've got Hunter's Hall, snow goose hunt, Canada hunt, and then Golden and his dad went on a Canada hunt. I haven't looked at the footage yet. There may be a 4th one there. How long ago did I start Patreon? Last year was the first year. So this is year number 2 of Patreon. When's the next day of the trivia game? Kid Perfect. I don't know. It went so well, I will be doing another one for sure. Well, I think got a lot of people dropping out. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this off, and I'm going to go right to Patreon, and I'm going to post that video right now. So in the description, there's a link to Patreon, and go on over there and take a look around at what's over there, and feel free to watch that video if you sign up as well. Thank you guys so much for showing up and participating in this. This was wildly successful. I can't wait to get the emails from the winners so we can get those out. And be looking, I will be thinking seriously about doing another one of these. I could do a trivia of season 2, or I don't know. I will think about it because it was a lot of fun and went really, really well. So, all right. Thanks, guys.